G'day, yes, thanks very much. Always good to be back at Noosa. I was here in July, and you'll see that we've actually made some really good progress going forward in the last 6 months. So my name is Scott Winder. I'm the Managing Director for Critical Mineral Group. We are a vanadium business that has a strategy to develop a value chain from the mine all the way through to the battery storage solution for a customer. And I'll show you and take you through as we go. Critical Mineral Group is in a really strong position, and I say that for a number of reasons. Over the last 12 months, we've developed a supremely strong strategy and vision for the company that really positions us to take advantage of what we're in currently, which is an energy transition. As a vanadium business, we have a solution from mine, as I said, all the way through to a battery, a vanadium flow battery, which I'll talk about shortly, to bring to market. I'll talk about the market demand. The energy transition is pulling what we see today as renewable installations across Australia, across the world essentially, and that is driving a demand for renewable, whether it's solar or wind, but also a huge battery storage component, which again we're playing right into. As a resource, we have a tier 1 asset up in Julia Creek, and the technology and the team to build a value chain through that by development of the operation, the processing facility, downstream manufacturing, and establishment of an assembly and a customer base here in Australia and internationally. And as I said, people and partners are critical to this business, and we bring a great board, a great executive team, and the right partners, whether those be shareholders or partners within us delivering the projects and helping us develop. So we're in a really good, strong position. I do want to start with the strategy that we've put together, as I said, building a value chain to support this energy transition for communities to really help them transition through and provide a sustainable solution for that as this transition occurs. We have a vision to be a leading manufacturer of high purity battery storage products, and that is the vanadium pentoxide out of the mine, and as vanadium electride of the right purity to go into vanadium batteries, and the right battery energy storage solution for the customers at the end of the day. If you look at our objectives, really being a premium producer, standing out in terms of quality, standing out in respect of responsible outcomes, and that's ESG credentials, really leading outcomes, and having robust returns. And that's not only by delivering vanadium solutions, but also taking advantage of the byproducts within the resource we've got, which is molybdenum and HPA as well. I take you to the strategy. Really, it's fundamentally around 3 pillars, and those pillars are securing the supply out of the resource itself through the right approvals, the right approach, the right capital approach to that mine, taking advantage of the development of the right processes to extract molybdenum and HPA. Downstream value creation, a really super important part. The value chain delivers margin at each of those increments, and we're really pushing ourselves away from the whole philosophy of mine it and ship it to a downstream manufacturing process, assembly of batteries, and then delivering that solution. So picking up value as throughout the value chain, and a sustainable delivery by using community and TOs in those regions, as well as putting in renewable solutions, whether it's solar and batteries to power our business. So look, standing back a little bit around the world, we know population growth is driving energy growth, and we know that the decarbonisation is driving a change from carbon-based fuels to renewable solutions. That is intermittent, it's unstable, and we know it's no secret that all requires battery storage as a means of stabilising that supply. These might be a little bit busy, but deliberately busy. This is a sort of global market in respect of our studies that we've done around what the growth in vanadium flow batteries is across the world, and it's significant, very largely driven in China. You can see there's 200 megawatt batteries delivering sort of 8 gigawatt megawatt hours, so they're long storage batteries. These are real, they're happening today, and significant quantities, and that's going beyond China. It's into Japan and Korea. The US is picking those up, Africa's picking those up, and certainly Australia. If you look at the Australian market, to bring that, and again busy, but that is a representation on the right there of all of the renewable zones and the battery zones that are being defined by AEMO. I can send you to a report defined that really shows the demand in Australia and what's been outlined. 3 things in their strategy, the AEMO report, which is around where the generation's coming from, what form it is, where the transmission, and what the storage form is going to be. And the storage form defines short term, being sort of lithium and 0 to 2 hour sort of type requirements, and medium to long term storage, which is a vanadium flow battery. That is a solution today that that can deliver a medium to long term storage solution, and probably one of the only ones that can reliably do it and cost efficiently do it. If I take one bit of data out there, it's really important. That is, New South Wales alone by 2030 is requiring, again, it's a paper that says this is the target, 2 gigawatts of battery storage, long-term battery storage. If I translate that to what that means in terms of a mine, our mine, 4 million tonne, producing 10,000 tonne, or about 10,000 tonne of pentoxide, we will need 2 to 3 mines to deliver that solution for New South Wales by 2030. So the demand is pulling us through this strategy and doing quite well. So this is very real and it's happening today. I won't dwell too much on it, but the government is supporting in many ways: infrastructure commitments, capital through grants, support through Townsville Critical Mineral Office, and in many ways to really support businesses like ours to actually deliver on the development of the projects. Taking you now to Critical Mineral Group, as I said, building a value chain. Our value chain starts with our project, number 1 up there, which is the Linfield project, a development of vanadium deposit. And then it takes it to the next step of manufacturing facility of vanadium electrolyte, where we're just literally about to kick off a manufacturing design and construction process that we'll see finished by the end of next year. And to boot, we got Queensland Government to contribute $2 million to that, which is a real great kickstart for us. I'll just sort of break that down one step further. The Linfield project is a tier 1. It's a great resource. It's in a really prominent area. It's about 700 million tonnes. So we've got a long life. We've got 4 other tenements that can extend that. We see a great regulatory environment. We're currently midway through our pre-feasibility study and would see that finishing in the start of next year, with a feasibility to follow, finishing sort of August next year. At that time, we expect to have all of the pilot plant work done. We're sort of 30% way through that, and the results coming out are terrific. Actually, they're supporting the bench scale metallurgy, and we have a flow sheet that works, but we're just now refining it to really bring the right engineering through to the end result. A little diagrammatic. Again, results from the scoping study, which are MPV 500 million, and IRR of, as you can see up there. So long mine life, a really good start to the business through the scoping study. Really took us to the next level and supports what we're trying to do. If I go to the next bit, which is the manufacturing facility, this is super exciting for us. So we've found a location down there, likely proposed to be down in Logan City down there. That's the warehouse that it's going to be housed in. And as I said before, $2 million from the government has been really supportive in that regard. We see that producing in the start of 2026, and that starts to build our customer base. Beyond that, 2025 is really building that customer base and building out that value chain, bringing in those battery manufacturer partners into that equation and helping us provide a solution to groups like AGL, Shell, Infogen, CS Energy, and the likes that are trying to implement these large renewable energy zones. We don't do this on our own. We really appreciate the support we get from our shareholders. Idemitsu is a massive, they got 34% of us and a super supporter. Bring balance sheet to the equation, bring credibility to this solution, access to Japan Inc. to assist with the development of big projects like what we're doing. Queensland Government's very supportive. As I said, they've given us some cash, and the other partners I show there on the screen are definitely there to help really bring that expertise and technical know-how. Our timeline, as I said before, I've largely said this, so by mid next year we expect to have, or a bit after mid-year, we expect to have an EIS submitted for approval by the government, a feasibility study done defining the engineering and the capital requirements and the overall project, and a vanadium electrolyte plant that's well and truly into construction, and by the end of next year producing a few litres of vanadium electrolyte for the market. So pretty exciting for us, and we've got a lot of work and the team is currently building. Picking out the investment highlights, and I don't have too much. We've got a great investor group. We've got a lot of upside in our tenement. We've got a business in the electrolyte business that will be generating cash for us to support the growth of our business and the underwriting the capital into the future. So really happy that we've got a business going to draw us through and help us grow the customer base and generate some cash for the business. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.